We all know that breath support is essential for good singing, but are you supporting too high? There is a such thing. We better discuss, and then I will give you some tips for your practice. Welcome back to another edition of Victoria's Vocal Tips. 32 years of teaching voice, 44 years of studying voice, all different styles. My students have ranged from ultra beginners all the way through advanced touring professionals, voice teachers, choral directors, and competition winners. I always give you serious vocal technique made simple and fun. Breath support is your balance of airflow and resistance. It does so much for your voice. It helps to regulate the airflow. It helps to close the vocal folds more efficiently. It helps you sing with more power without having to work harder. It helps to build stamina and endurance. It gives you better high notes. To make a long story short, it helps you sing better with less vocal effort. Sing smarter, not harder, because you're using the big muscles to help you sing and taking the pressure off of the little muscles. If you do not know what breath support is, then you must watch my first video and my most important video on it, and I will include the link below. You know, I like my students to understand technique, because if they don't understand it, they will not do it. When I work with singers who are having trouble with a hard part of a song, I will usually ask them to place their hands around their support muscles and sing this hard part so I can see what they're doing. And you know what I often see? This. That's not supporting low enough. That's practically your chest. My friends, your support muscles are your upper and lower abdominals, remembering, right, that the abdominal wall goes all the way around, front, sides, and back, okay? Also, part of your support, keeping the ribs floating comfortably wide, okay? And keeping the chest comfortably high and wide. As you sing, those abdominals and ribs will come in gradually, very slowly, with resistance, and the chest stays comfortably high and wide. So back to the supporting too high. This is not support at all. This is way too high. Your lower abdominals are the foundation of your support. Your upper abdominals are what help control and regulate the air. Many singers have learned about support in school. They know it's important, but yet when they sing their song, they forget. So I'll often ask a singer, well, did you think about your support right there? And they say, no. Then we go over this, they place their hands in their support muscles, they sing it, and all of a sudden it's easy, and they look at me like I'm a magician. No, it's just breath support. That's how it's supposed to work. So, if you need help with your breath support, I want you to do this for the foreseeable future in your practice. I do this with all my students, and I have done this in all of my large group classes. 30 people in the class, everybody doing what we're about to do. So number one, I want you to place your thumb on your belly button and hand below. Welcome to your lower abdominals. Number two, take your other hand right here in the rib cage without tensing up the shoulder, okay? And you're just gonna sing a 5-tone scale. I'm not gonna walk over to the piano, just or you feel the resistance? Upper and lower abdominals, okay? That's plan one. Option two, you can have your thumb on the belly button, hand below, and put your 3 fingers here in what I call your point of suspension or your solar plexus, the area that comes out the most when you go shh, 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 shh. So if you go too high or too low, you're not going to feel this spongy, firm engagement. Shh, shh, shh. Back to singing. Option three, hands around the waist. Remember, right? Your abdominal wall going all the way around. Look at this. Engagement all the way around the waist. Sometimes I'll tell singers, start that tone with your waist muscles if they're having trouble with their onset. So Here we go. Or up here. Great. Option 4. Take your one hand over your upper and lower abs if possible, or else, well, you'll have to decide either your upper abs or your lower abs. We're all shaped differently, okay? And take your other hand here in the small of the back. Watch. Right? Abdominal wall. Here we go. Lower voices. I don't care where you are in your voice. Support is important because of everything we've discussed. You can work with one of those options, but I recommend working with all 4 of them in your training. Option 5, your fingertips here in the sternum. I will often recommend to students who sound shallow and weak to put their fingertips on the sternum to remind them to sing with more fullness and depth. It keeps them more engaged in the body, like this. Rather than, you know, when I see this, it makes me kind of sad because often the singer loses about 40% of their air on the very first note. So here we go. I feel engagement, connection. So it's not military position. We don't want this, but we definitely don't want this. This is part of your support too. Here we go. Higher voices. For more detailed information on breathing and breath support, including how to apply it to your songs, make sure to see my big playlist on breathing and breath support. Many of you know me so well, and you know what I'm going to say next. All serious singers need to have a structured practice program, and I highly recommend my audio training program, Victoria's Vocal Exercise Program, where I give you tons of exercises for beginners all the way through advanced singers, all different voice types, different vocal needs, and also different styles. I teach about vocal colors, textures, all in one place. Better yet, it's very affordable, and I offer regular group classes for members. See the link below. It is now time for Victoria's Wisdom. Breath support is your balance of airflow and resistance. It helps you sing smarter, not harder. I hope you have enjoyed another edition of Victoria's Vocal Tips. Don't forget to subscribe, tell your friends, leave me some comments, leave me some thumbs up. Don't forget to follow me on social media and keep training with your breath support, building stamina and endurance. And I look forward to seeing everyone again very soon.